Hey guys, Philosopher here, and today I'm doing a video on Dormammu. Is he worth it? Is he worth going for? And I'm doing this one by request because people have asked me, they're pouring a lot into DD5. I mean, we're still months now it's been out, right? And whatever, it's been a couple months, and we still only have a handful of folks who have finished this. What are we at? Are we up to now? We finally got the 7th person who's finished it, but it's really a long slog in terms of the teal gear. They're going to be loosening it up soon. We got Pocket Dimension coming. We got a little bit out of Avenger Tower. Clearly, the devs are starting to loosen it. They're going to be opening the floodgates at some point soon. So the question is, how hard do you go for this character? And apparently, there have been some people giving advice like, this character is not worth it. He's not that great. Those people are wrong. And they have absolutely no idea what they're talking about because they've never used the character. And so I'll just tell you right now that there's no question in my mind that this is the best character in the game right now. Solo character. Now, do you get more mileage in the short run out of Icarus and Cersei? Yes, because they are dominant in arena for sure, and they're very good in other game modes. But they're two characters that you need to have together. And in terms of longevity, I think Dormammu is going to be great a year from now. One thing that I like, back when I beat DD4, a lot of people were saying Doom was a, quote, disappointment. He wasn't that great, that sort of thing. And they were wrong. Doom, I said at the time, Doom was amazing. And a year later, this is over a year since I unlocked Doom, I brought him up to gear tier 16, even though I didn't have to. I put extra gear on him because I expect him to be good for some time to come. I got a 5th red star on him for the same reason. I think he is going to continue to provide value for a period of time. Not forever. He's a year-old character. So at a certain point, it's, time's going to run out for him. He's already less exciting than he was a year ago because he's no longer carrying you in 2 sections of the raid, right? We don't use him as much in Mystic now. But he's still a very, very important character. Getting 6 turns in a row is huge. Dormammu has some things built into his kit that make him great. So first of all, I will just say right now, you hold a lot better. I will just tell you, people ask me the first question, does he hold on arena defense? He holds a hell of a lot better than everything else right now. Is it possible to beat Dormammu without Dormammu? Sure. You need Black Bolt and a team. You kind of have to position it carefully. So, you have essentially Black Bolt and, group of characters, and you get it just right so Black Bolt prevents the revives. That's basically your shot right now until more characters get added to the game. But he holds a lot better in arena defense. He makes it like you can auto everything on arena offense if there's no Dormammu on the other side. But he's also a character, he lets you stretch out on Blitz. Okay, you can put him with 4 pieces of junk characters, and he can carry them to victories. He's a lot of fun in RTA. But here's the thing about this character, which is great. This character is going to have longevity because he scales with other characters in the game. This is a character who is currently, by the way, he's currently an awesome character in terms of stats. If you look, at characters in the game, for example, and, you look at sort of the power levels of characters, this character has the biggest, he has the biggest health pool in the game. He has the biggest, he has one of the biggest health pool in the game by a large margin, right? He has, in terms of damage, he's not the highest damage, but he's very close to the top. He has a lot of the top stats, but his kit is really what helps him stay on top. I mean, one thing that I love about him is he gives your other 4 allies a revive, so you essentially get 2 times the team, right? You get your you have double lives. It's almost like that Contra a game back in the day when you entered a code in the NES, if you're old like me, where you just kept getting lives over and over. It's like you just get multiple lives. And so he will scale as other players on his team, other characters come to the game that are better. Right now the Eternals are the best, so you get 2 Eternals. The reason I can just auto an arena is even if my Eternals die to the other side's Eternals because they're faster, I just get a second set of Eternals that come back. Well, if a new character comes to the game, they're going to get a revive as well. Now, I know you're going to say, wait, Philosopher, there was a bunch of content creators who told us that Sinister was the best thing ever and never would be outdated. Well, and now he's totally garbage. Well, you know what? They were wrong, and they were wrong because Sinister needs to get a turn in order to clone. And he's slow as molasses now, and so he never gets a turn. He just dies because he's got lowish health nowadays based on the power creep, and he's got slow speed due to power creep, and so he never takes a turn. Dormammu does not need to take a turn. As long as he starts the match with full health, he gives the other allies a second life. I think that's huge. It's one of those things like how Doom gives you 6 turns in a row with his ultimate that will have some real lasting value for this character. And he's got a lot of other great things too, right? He gets all this extra resistance, and he clears stun from himself. He clears ability block from himself. He does a lot of really good things. And, his big ultimate move here, clearing all negative effects from his entire team and healing his entire team. And then applying tons of buffs to his whole team, applying tons of, debuffs to the other team. That stuff is going to have value for a period of time, even if his stats aren't top notch. So I think from my perspective, what I see here is a plug and play character that, yes, it's true, is not needed for raids, is not needed for Dark Dimension, but gives you an extra, super powered character on your roster that when you have a tough challenge, like an Avengers Tower, you saw that's how I sort of beat the boss node was with Dormammu. It gives you an extra oomph to your roster that it didn't have before. It's a character that, as different raids come or different, war teams come and different metas change, I think he's going to retain value for quite some time. So do I think he's worth unlocking? Yes. Do you need to rush to unlock him? Well, that depends on who you are and what your gameplay is. I don't give anyone advice about what to do with anything like that. But is he a good character? Is he worth going for? Absolutely. He's certainly worth the effort. He's certainly a huge addition to your roster when you have him. And if we're going to be having these grand tournament come up and other things where you're facing rosters, when you face somebody with Dormammu, you are going to be at a disadvantage if you don't have one yourself. All right, guys, if you like this video, smash that like button. Subscribe to this channel. If you've got comments or questions, leave them below or go to my Discord. That is linked below. You can go to my Twitch stream. That's also linked below. And if you want to support this channel, please click on the link below and purchase Amazon coins. If you use that link, it supports our efforts.